Okay, here's Chapter 6, Angles Study Guide, Coronavirus 2020. Okay, so first we have to discuss the properties of complementary and supplementary angles. And what you should know about both of them is they are two angles. They're both two angles. Pair. They are a pair of angles. Complementary angles add up to equal 90 degrees, and supplementary angles add up to equal 180 degrees. So there are two angles, or a pair of angles, that equal a sum of 90 degrees, or two angles that equal 180 degrees. So, is it possible for a pair of angles of vertical angles to also be complementary? If yes, draw these angles below. Well, vertical angles are angles that are kind of like opposite each other, okay? And if these both were the same degrees, they could add up to equal 90. And what we know is that if this was 45 degrees, 45 plus 45, if they're equal, 45 plus 45 equals 90. So those could be vertical angles that are complementary. So to write that out, you write 45, and these would be 45, and 45 plus 45 equals 90, so they're complementary. Okay. Is it possible for adjacent angles to also be supplementary? Supplementary equal 180 degrees, and adjacent just means they're next door to each other, separated by a ray. So if this angle here was 160, then this angle right here would be 20, and 60 plus 20 is 180. And these are adjacent, so yes. And let's write yes for this one. Yes, because 160 plus 20 is going to equal 180, and these are both adjacent. Okay. Is it possible for vertical angles to also be supplementary? If yes, draw them below. Well, two angles that equal 90 degrees or 180 degrees have to be equal. Would be angle like this. Okay, if this here was 90 degrees, then this here would also be 90 degrees, and 90 plus 90 are vertical, so those would be 180, because 90 plus 90 equals 180, so they would be supplementary. So yes, I think so. I'd have to double check that, but pretty sure a pair of angles that equal 180 degrees would be supplementary. Okay, so let's go back to this. A pair of angles measure 45 and 45, and that makes me think of that right there. What types of angles could they be? Draw these angles below to the best of your ability and label them. Well, I just did it up there. If this was 45 and this was 45, they would be vertical and they would be complementary. Okay. All right, let's look at this one. A pair of angles measure 50 and 130. What types of angles could they be? And draw them to the best of your ability below. All right, well, if I look at just 50 and 130 right here, I know that 130 plus 50 equals 180. So I'm just going to go 130 plus 50, just like that, are going to equal 180. So they're going to be supplementary and adjacent. I'm going to go back up here about the 45 one. I could also do this. And this one. And I can make this 45 and this 45. And these two angles would be complementary and adjacent. Okay? All right. That's that one. Let's go to the next two. All right, so in this one, solve each problem. For each problem, solve for the missing value and show your work when solving the equation. This is the fun stuff. This is just the plain old math that we're going to do. All right, well, I noticed that right here, this angle and a 90-degree symbol are going to be complementary, which add up to equal 90 degrees. So 2x plus 8 plus 72 is going to equal 90 degrees. Okay, I'm just going to do this equation here before we solve. How about this one? There's a 90-degree symbol right there. And so that means these two angles are going to add up to equal 90 degrees because they're complementary. So 6x plus 54 equals 90 degrees. Okay, I'm going to go over to this one. Oh, look at it again. I see that. And I see this angle plus this angle are going to add up to equal 90 degrees. And these are also complementary. So 7x plus 7 plus 13 is going to equal 90 degrees. All right, so those are the first three. I'm going to go through them right now. Okay, I'm going to rewrite them over. Plus 8 plus 72 equals 90 degrees. I'm going to combine. That'll give me 80. Okay, and then I'm going to subtract 80 on both sides. 2x equals 10. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. X equals 5. All right, and look at what happens. If I put a 5 right here, that would be 10 plus 8, which gives us 18 degrees here. And 18 plus 72 is 90, so that works. That's a little check for us. All right, so 6x plus 54 equals 90. Subtract 54, subtract 54. 6x equals 36. Divide by 6, divide by 6. X equals 6. Oh, I'm going to put my answers here. 5, 6. All right, what do we do here on this one? Okay, combine right there. 7 plus 13 is going to be 20. And then we subtract 20 on both sides. And divide by 7, divide by 7. X equals 10. Look how easy that is so far. Now, these ones right here, we have to look carefully and see, is there a 90-degree symbol? No. And if you see my little circle here, it makes it like a half a circle, and a half circle adds up to equal 180 degrees, which is supplementary. So 6x minus 7 plus 67 is going to equal 180. Okay, and then this one, I'm going to go to this problem here, right here. Again, we have a supplementary angle, and they equal 180. So 3x plus 114 is going to equal 180. And then I'm going to go here and look at this one right here. Those two are also going to add to be supplementary, which add up to equal 180. So 2x plus 10 plus 24 is going to add up to equal 180. So then you just go ahead and start from there and start solving those equations. What can you put together? I'll do this one with you right here. What can we do there? 6x, and that's going to be plus, combine these, that's going to be 60. Don't forget that's subtract 7 from 67 equals 180. Subtract 60 on both sides. 6x equals 120. Divide by 6 on both sides. That's 20. So x equals 20. Okay, so let's finish the rest of this. All right, I'm going to stop this video right now and continue it after you guys finish these problems. Okay, so let's finish these problems here. 3x minus 114 equals 180. Add 114 to both sides. 3x equals 294. Divide by 3. Divide by 3 on both sides. And x will equal 98. All right. 2x plus 10 plus 24 equals 180. Combine those two, which would give me 34, equals 180. Okay, subtract 34 on both sides. 2x equals 180, subtract 34, gives me 146. Divide by 2 on both sides, and x will equal 73. All right, so there goes that completed part 1 of the study guide. Okay, let's continue on. What do we notice about these two angles here? They're not on the same line. There's no 90 degrees. There's no 180. They're vertical. Vertical angles are equal. So 5x minus 5 is going to be equal, this angle is going to be equal to that angle, 40. Let's go to this one. These two angles right here, again, are vertical. This angle is going to equal this angle. Here, take a closer look at that. If I draw a little piece there and a little piece there, those angles will be equal. So this is equal to this. So 4x plus 5 is going to be equal to 125. This angle and this angle are equal. They're vertical. So 6x right here is going to be equal to 90. Let's solve those three. 5x minus 5 equals 40. Add 5 to both sides. 5x equals 45. Divide by 5, divide by 5. X equals 9. For x plus 5 equals 125. Subtract 5 on both sides. 4x equals 120. Divide by 4, divide by 4, 1x equals 120 divided by 4, 30. Six x equals 90. Divide by 6, divide by 6. 1x equals 90 divided by 6, 15. Okay, these equations give us information. If you take a look, the measures of angles are telling us how much they're telling us with that information here. That means the measure of angle XYZ equals 70. That means this angle plus this angle is going to equal 70. So this angle plus this angle is going to equal 70. This one again tells us the measure of XYZ is going to equal 137. So this angle plus this angle plus this angle is going to equal 137. So 8x minus 3 plus 100 is going to equal 137. It's really that simple. Take a look at this one. Measure of angle XYZ, XYZ is going to equal 106. So that means this angle plus this angle is going to equal 106. So this angle, 5x minus 4, plus this angle, plus 70, is going to equal 106. All right, let's solve those three. Easy enough. X plus 33 equals 70. Minus 33 on both sides. X is going to equal 37. And that's the final answer there. All right, this one we have to combine -3 and 100. So that'll be 97 equals 137, positive 97, minus 97, minus 97. 8x equals 137 minus 97 is 40. Divide by 8, 1x equals 5. Because 40 divided by 8 is 5. Combine those two. That will give me a 66. Because 70 minus 4 is 66. Positive 66. 5x equals 106. And subtract 66 on both sides. 5x equals 106, subtract 66, 40. Divide by 5, 1x equals 40 divided by 5, 8. All right, so that page is done. All right, here we go. This is the fun stuff. The clues, the puzzle pieces. I have to find the measures of all these angles. All right, I'm going to start right here. If this is 60, that means this H is also 60. So H is 60. All right, now if this is 60, then G and H have to equal 180. So 180 minus 60 is going to equal 120. And if this is 120, then directly across from it is also going to be 120. So G and F are 120. Okay, so those ones are done. Let's do this one. If this is 124, then directly across from it is also going to be 124. And directly next door to it, these two angles have to be 180. So 180 subtract 124. 56. And if this is 56, directly across from it is also going to be 56. So let's go fill it in. I, J, K. I is 56. J is 124. and K is also 56. Look how easy that was so far. All right, so now let's take a peek at this one. What I do notice is right here is a 90-degree angle. That's my clue. So if this is 90, that means directly across from here has also got to be 90. That means that this angle and this angle have to add up to equal 90. So 90 minus 64 is going to be 26. Okay, now take a peek at this. If this piece is directly across from here, that means E is 26. And if this is directly across from A, that means A is 64. Okay, now let's take a look. If this is 90 here, then this over here has also got to be 90, because 90 plus 90 is 180. And look, it makes a perfect square there, and this also makes a perfect square here. So that's 90. So let's fill that out. A is 64, B is 90, C is 26, D is 90, and E is 26. That's it. Okay, let's look at this one. As soon as I see this, I see it vertical, 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 vertical. Immediately. See that immediately. So this one's going to be 104. This is going to be 104. This is going to be 29. This is going to be 49. This is going to be 48, but it doesn't matter. All right, so now I got to look at the rest of the clues. So this and this rest on a straight line. So that's going to be 180 subtract 48. $132. Okay, this is going to be 104, and this is going to be on a straight line. So 180 minus 104 is going to be 76. Okay, so this one here and 104. Oh, look at that. I just did that math over here. So this is going to be 76, and I right now is directly vertical here. So this will also be 76. 29 right there is 180 minus 29. Is 151. Okay. I also noticed that right here, these two angles are directly sitting in a line. So 180 subtract 113 is going to make this H67. And then if I go over here, I'm going to do right here, straight, there's another circle. So 180 minus 49 is 131. I think I got them all. Now I got to put them on the lines. So A, where's my highlighter? A is right here. So that's 131. B is right there, 49. C is right there, 151. D right here, 76, E, right here, 104, F right here, 132. Hey, kitty. G, what do you say? What do you think? Let's see, G is, where's G? I don't see G. Do you see G? Oh, yeah, right here. Oh, I missed that one. That's 29. H is right there, 67. I, right here, 76. J, 104. And K, right there, 76. All right, there we go. That wasn't so bad. You just have to find the angles that are directly across from each other, and that will help you, with the clues, the vertical angles. All right.